Think we're good. It's your brother Abdul back to talk about a few personal issues. Normally I don't get too personal with these situations or these blogs anyway, but I'm gonna go ahead and be a little personal. A lot of people ask me a lot of personal questions, like, in private time and sometime in my inbox. So the personal stuff is naturally gonna be a lot longer than usual. So if you don't got quite a few minutes to spare, you're going to skip this video. This one ain't for you. But let's get to the topic. The topic is Christian confessions. There'll be a series of these, I'm sure. But I wanted to talk about a real profound moment in my life. It created, I guess, somewhat of an awakening, or at least prompted me to start asking some questions that a lot of people have yet to ask themselves. But a little backstory. I was raised Christian, like most people that look like me in America. Christianity was something that was forced down on us as slaves coming on up, and tradition sticks. So most of us, we just do it because grandma did it and mommy did it, and that's how that goes. So being a result of that, my mother, bless her heart, she was trying to do the best she could by me, I guess. And after crazy church hopping, for years, she decided to send me to Christian school. So Christian school, I went to Christian school for 2 years. I'm trying to think. Okay, it was my 7th, 8th grade year. She didn't want me to be influenced by the worldly ways, so she put me in Christian school, right? I went to Christian school too, and it was a predominantly it was a white Christian school for the most part. There was enough of us there to make it, cool, and for what it's worth, it was some real cool people there that didn't look like me. So some real cool white people came out of that school, and I'm still cool with a lot of them to the day. But let me get to the point. The point is this. We had chapel in Christian school. Chapel, it was we had Bible class, stuff like that. But chapel, I can't even really sum it up to what chapel was. It was a period, it was a class, so we would go down to actually the chapel where people would pray and, play the instrument, sing a song, whatever. And we would have, I guess, a mini church session, I guess. And anyway, I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm not paying attention. I'm writing down some lyrics. Some of the craziest lyrics you ever heard. NWA, to be exact, NWA. Google NWA and you'll get a real good idea of what I was writing down. So out of boredom, I'm writing these lyrics down to pass the time. And I balled up the paper, and I thought I put it in my pocket, or I thought I threw it away. I don't know what I did with it, to be honest. But this paper ended up in my teacher's hand. So, mind you, I'm telling you the story with hindsight. I'm telling you the story knowing the full situation, but as it played out, I didn't know what was going on. So we're in class, later on in the day, and it's this big deal. Like they want to do this writing test, and everybody has to write down this story or whatever, and she's making us write it really fast. I guess she wants us to write in our most natural handwriting, and but I'm all over the place, right? But before that happened, one of my men, Donald Bishop, right? Shout out Donald. Donald, nosy fella, Donald got over there and he seen the paper that the teacher seen. So he was like, yo, somebody was writing down Eazy-E lyrics. And I'm like, oh no, I ain't tell Donald it was me. Donald, it was me, man. But I didn't tell him that at the time, right? So anyway, they're trying to, nobody's gonna confess to this, right? We're in a Christian school. And in the Christian school, listen, they can beat you. They can actually hit you. It was a paddling, right? But they could beat you. So nobody wanted that trouble. So they're doing this writing test. And I happen to write the same way I've always wrote. I write capital letters. I write kind of, I just write a certain way, block letters. So I knew, oh God, they're trying to get me. So I wrote all lowercase letters, right? I didn't write like I normally wrote. So they took all these samples and they gathered them and they prayed on these papers, right? They prayed on it. So God, the Holy Spirit, and Jesus all helped these people come to the conclusion of who wrote this letter. Brother Abdul didn't get jammed up for that letter. Another dude did. His name is David. For the life of me, I can't remember David's last name. Oh man, poor David. David, I apologize, bro. Like, the story is kind of funny, but it's real tragic for real. Like on a deeper level, is disgusting. But they did the comparison. They did the prayer. The consensus from the prayer and them analyzing the papers was that David wrote these letters. Now I'm like, whew, I dodged a bullet, because my mom was crazy. My mom used to beat me for any and everything, right? So I ain't need another one of those, and I ain't want to go through whatever I had to go through at school either. Oh man, they took David downstairs, and of course he didn't confess. He denied it, as he should have, and they beat David. They tore that boy up, right? So I'm pretty sure he got kicked out of school. I'm not kicked out forever, but I'm pretty sure he had some kind of suspension, detention, some kind of situation was done. Now, mind you, this is private school. People paying their money, right? So his parents spending money, they lost money, and this dude got put out because God told these people that he wrote the letter, and of course God wouldn't be wrong. So there was no debate in this particular incident. Wow. I know some of you that have watched up to this point, you're like, oh man, you probably got something crazy to say. But understand this, I'm a kid, I'm a child at the time, so of course I'm not gonna take that, right? I'm a kid. No, I'm not admitting to my wrongdoing. But look at what it did to at least two people. At least two people had to question God forever after this incident. You understand? David, he didn't do it, but he knows that God said he did. David has to question God, right? Now, and you can say, oh, well, no, he shouldn't question God. He should question the people. The people were this, the people were that. We were children. You understand? We were children. And all we knew is what these people told us. So never would you doubt the person. If they say God told them, then obviously God told them. Who lies about that, right? This is a child's mindset. So honestly, I want to talk to David today to see how that affected him, or if it affected him. But I can't imagine that it didn't. I mean, it's like all these dudes that go to jail for a crime they didn't commit. You know what I mean? And what's worse, though, we can say that's a failure in the justice system. Again, really soak this up. We're talking about God essentially lied on David, is the narration. God let me off the hook, right? Is that a blessing? This is crazy. Like, this whole concept of, the innocent guy getting punished is crazy to me. But this is what it is. Wow. I got a whole lot to say about it. I got a whole lot more to go into it. But it's only with the people that actually want to engage on this level. So I'm going to wrap it up there. And I'm going to ask that I don't care how you do it. You can inbox me, text me, Skype, whatever. Comment, however you feel comfortable. I actually want to talk to somebody about this, right? Because this is crazy, because I don't really talk to a lot of people about personal things, like I said. So it's crazy that I'm sharing it to the World Wide Web. But I definitely want some feedback, some thoughtful feedback. And I know anybody that was raised like I was raised, y'all was raised, and y'all got similar stories. So I kind of just want to talk this one out. So when you got time, if you got interest, give me some feedback. Appreciate you.